Stop staring at your past tense conjugation chart every time you want to say something in past tense in Spanish. The reason those endings still trip you up, it's because you have only seen them on a chart. You have never actually used them to say something real. But no worries, I'm here already. I'm Carlos, headmaster and creator of the Spanish B.O.S.S. And in this video, I'm gonna give you 8 real English phrases and we're going to translate them into Spanish in past tense in Pretérito Indefinido right here and right now so you can practice. So, vamos a darle. Before starting, I want you to notice that we have all the endings that we need to conjugate verbs in this past tense, okay? In Pretérito Indefinido. We have the AR endings and we have the ER and IR endings, which they are literally the same, okay? So I'm just gonna leave that there just to try to make it easier, right? But okay, let's go. Let's go with the first example. So our first example will be, we went to the beach last weekend, okay? So basically, we went. As you guys know, the verb went comes from the verb to go, that in Spanish is ir. This is an irregular verb in this past tense, okay? So we can use these endings to conjugate the verb went or, well, to go, okay? So this is just one of the verbs that we need to learn by heart. And we spoke about those irregular verbs in the previous video. So if you haven't checked it out, I'm just gonna leave the link down there, right? But okay, let's go. How do we say we went? Well, in Spanish, we're just gonna say fuimos. That's it. That is, we went. Then the rest is just context, okay? That's what I have been trying to say during all this time. The most important part in your sentences will be the conjugation. That's it. The rest is just context, okay? So let's go. How do we say to the beach last weekend? So let's go. To the beach, it will be a la, and then beach is just playa. Now we have last weekend. It's just one of the keywords that we learned for past tense, okay? So we're just gonna say el fin de semana pasado. If you don't remember how do we say this last weekend or yesterday or, I don't know, last night or last month or 2 months ago, I recommend you to check that video, okay? We explain all these keywords or time markers that we use for past number 1. Okay, let's keep going. Let's go with another example. So our second example will be I spoke with my brother last night. So let's go. I spoke. This spoke comes from the verb to speak, right? Which is hablar, an AR ending verb. So if I need to conjugate this verb in past tense, I just need to erase this AR original ending and I just need to change it for this ending, for the ending that belongs to the I form. In this case will be E, since this is an AR ending verb. So we end up having hablé, okay? That means I spoke. So let me just put it here. Now, we already said I spoke, right? That's hablé. Now the rest, and as always, is just context, okay? So how do we say with? In Spanish, it's just con. Then my brother is just mi hermano. And last night, one more time, is just one of the keywords, one of the time markers that we learned in previous videos, okay? So we're just gonna say anoche, and that's it. So I spoke with my brother last night. It will be hablé con mi hermano anoche. Let's go with another example. Hey, before continuing, if you're serious about speaking Spanish faster, join my Skool community. Try everything free for 7 days. You will get full access to all my courses, the Spanish Listening Lab, free live masterclasses, and direct support from native Spanish professors. No risk and absolutely no tricks. Just see how much progress you can make in the next 7 days. I'm gonna leave the link in the description, so go and check it out. But hey, before continuing, if you haven't subscribed yet, please just subscribe. It really means a word to me. It helps me a lot. And it costs you nothing because it's for free, okay? So just subscribe before you forget it because I know you will. Okay, let's keep going. So now, this is the example that we're gonna use now. They had dinner together last night. So, what's the verb we're using here? We're not using the verb had. We're using to have dinner. This is the whole verb, okay? And in Spanish, that is cenar, okay? An AR ending verb. So if I need to conjugate this verb for day, I just need to erase this AR and I need to change it for the ending that we use for the day form. Since cenar and since AR, I need to use these green endings, okay? Since I'm speaking about them, I need to use aron. So I'm just gonna have cenaron, okay? So let's just put it here. So we have so far ellos cenaron. That means they had dinner. Now together, how do we say that in Spanish? We say juntos, and then last night, one more time, is just anoche. So we end up having ellos cenaron juntos anoche. That's it. Let's go with another example. Now we want to say this. She didn't eat. In this case, the verb we're using is to eat, okay? That's comer, an ER ending verb, okay? But now, since this is negative form, like she didn't eat, we can always say first the positive form. Then we just need to add no right before the verb, okay? So the positive form of this, it will be she ate. Okay, just to eat, but in past. Since to eat is comer, I just need to conjugate this comer in past tense for her. So we just need to erase this ER, okay? And I just need to change it for the ending that belongs to her. Basically, this one that we have here, yo, okay? So we're just gonna say comió. That means she ate, okay? So let's just put it here. So we have so far, ella comió, she ate. Now, since this is negative form, I just need to add no right before the verb, okay? Since this is the verb, I just need to add no right here. So we're gonna have ella no comió. We're just saying first the positive form, then we're just adding no right before the verb. That's the only thing we need to do, okay? Let's go with another example. Okay, now we want to say Juan bought a new car 2 months ago, okay? So let's go. So what's the verb we're using? We're using bought, okay? This comes from the verb to buy, which is comprar, an AR ending verb. So if I need to conjugate that verb for Juan, I just need to conjugate that verb for the he, she, or it form, because we're speaking about Juan. So comprar ends in AR, so I erase the AR and I need to add O, okay? So we're gonna have compró. So Juan bought, it will be Juan compró. Now, a new car. We know how to say this thing already, right? So we're gonna say un carro nuevo, and now we just need to say 2 months ago, okay? How do we say that? Well, in Spanish, we first say ago, so I'm just gonna say hace. And keep in mind that this hace has absolutely nothing to do with the verb to do or to make, okay? It's just a coincidence that ago looks like hace, it's similar, but they're not related, okay? You just say hace, and then 2 months, it will be 2 meses. That's it. So Juan bought a new car 2 months ago. In Spanish will be Juan compró un carro nuevo hace 2 meses. That's it. Let's go with another example. Now we have a question form. What time did you arrive? And as always, question form is exactly the same as positive form. So we can say first the positive form, okay? And the positive form of this thing, it will be just you arrived with the verb in past tense. That's it. So how do we say this thing? Well, to arrive comes from the verb llegar. Now, since llegar is an AR ending verb, we just need to erase this original ending, and now we just need to change it for the ending that belongs to the U form. In this case, it will be haste. So let me just put it here. So we end up having llegaste. That means you arrived. Now, since this is a question, I just need to make this thing sound as a question, and I just need to add question marks. So if I add the question marks, I end up having llegaste, and that means did you arrive? And now the only thing we need to do is just adding what time in front, that it will be a qué hora, okay? So we're going to have something like a qué hora, that means what time, and then we just need to add llegaste, right? Like, did you arrive? So let's just put it here. So we end up having a qué hora llegaste. That's it, okay? Let's keep in mind, questions are the same as positive form, okay? We just need to do like an inflection at the end. We just need to make it sound as a question. So if you have a question and you don't know how to do it, then think about the positive form. After that, just add the WH question in front or just the question in tone. That's it, okay? Let's keep going with another example. Now we want to say this. They did not study for the exam, okay? Now, what's the verb we're using? In this case, we're using to study, right? In Spanish is estudiar, another AR ending verb. If I want to conjugate that one for the day form, I just need to erase the AR and I just need to change it for this one, aron, right? That is the ending that belongs to the day form. So I'm just gonna say estudiaron. That means they studied, right? That's the past tense. So since this is negative form, I can always say one more time the positive form, and then I just need to add no right before the verb. So I can say they studied for the exam. So they studied is just ellos estudiaron, okay? So let me just put it here. So we have so far ellos estudiaron. I'm just going to erase this one because we don't need it anymore. So we have ellos estudiaron, okay? That means they studied. Past tense. Now, for the exam, this is just context, okay? So let's say para el examen. So we have ellos estudiaron para el examen. That's the positive form. That means they studied for the exam, okay? But since this is negative form, I just need to add no right before the verb. This is the verb, then I just add no here. So ellos no estudiaron para el examen. And that means they didn't study for the exam. That's it. Super simple. Let's go with the last example. Let's say, so now we want to say, last night I found the wallet in the street, okay? So what's the verb we're using? Found, right? This one comes from the verb to find. That in Spanish is just encontrar, right? Another AR ending verb. So if I want to conjugate this thing in past tense, one more time, is just erase the original ending and I just change it for this one, e. So I have encontré. That means I found, okay? So now we can do this thing. The rest is just context as always, okay? So let's go. So okay, let's put this thing together. How do we say last night? So as always, we're just gonna say anoche, okay? That means last night. Now, I found is just this one that we have here, encontré. So let's put it here. Now we just have a wallet in the street. This is just context, okay? So how do we say a wallet? The Spanish is just una billetera. We're saying una because the word billetera, it's a feminine noun. It's a feminine word, okay? And now in the street, let's just say en la calle. That's it. So last night I found a wallet in the street will be anoche encontré una billetera en la calle. That's it. Now, and as always, I'm going to leave you guys with a few phrases here in English, so you need to let me know in the comments how would you say that in Spanish, right? Just to be sure that everything is crystal clear. So let's go. Okay, before continuing, if you guys are actually serious about learning Spanish, you should try our Spanish learning community. Right now we have 7 days free trial, full access, so you will have access to everything, all the lessons, all the tricks, all the hacks. You will have access to the listening lab, and you will be able to have direct contact to my team of native Spanish professors. So go and check it out. If you don't like it, you can just leave. You have nothing to lose. But now, let's keep going. So these are the phrases you need to translate into Spanish. First one is, they sold their old house last year. And the second one is, she didn't come last week. Okay, with this, I guess we have got to the end of this video. I hope everything is crystal clear, but just in case you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comments, alright? Well, after saying all that, thank you very much for your attention. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done it yet, and I see you guys in the next video. Todo bien, nos vemos.